join SDP. Dr. Ang, if you can you answer in
Chinese.民主党他们的党员很勤劳，我看过他们的党员，他们很热忱，他们做事好像有他们的组织能力很强，所以我觉得民主党是值得支持的。他们的刊物，他们的 promise， 而且他们有他们的预算，他们的 shadow budget 是他们的银子计算案呀。所以我对这些都是很欣赏。还有一点是他们的 internet presence， 就是联互网的那个存在是相当的，那个发现率相当的高。许先生的许博士那个附件那个 video， 现在已经50,000的人收听了，50,000 in Hokkien。
Just one very point. This was told to me that Dr. Ang is a regular commentator on the Chinese channel and morning talk.
早安，你好。
早安。There you go. Right.
现在要晚上你好了。
Mr. Tan.
Okay, yeah. What more? Why do I choose SDP? And it's like translating Dr. Ang, in English. All the points that he mentioned, I agree with. That SDP, well, it used to have a public image problem, but it's no more that. I mean, it has got a softer image to the credit of Dr. Chi. He has changed, he has improved, he has learned his lessons, and we are moving forward. I don't know. But I'm sure it's all for the better of Singapore. That is what Dr. Chi is not the kind of demon that he was made out to be, that we discovered, and he's quite an amenable, flexible person, and and that shows in the organization of the party. Is very well organized. He has been able to attract very passionate people to work for him, and for no pay, for no salary, for no material gain, but just a belief that they have to do something for the country. So I admire that, and I think they are very well organized, and they have very robust communication capability. And I mean communication, Dr. Ang alluded to the internet presence. And I think in this day and age, when a new generation is concerned, I think using the new media will be critical. You look at it, even in America, so advanced, where the press is so free, internet makes a lot of difference to the Obama campaign. And I think we should make use of that as well. In addition to the traditional media, we must not leave any stone unturned in communicating with the public, because you don't get a chance for another 5 years. And we want to make sure that our message gets through and we get voted into Parliament, so that we can do what we promise you that we will do. First thing is, let's get the message out, and with the help of traditional media like you and with our own internet, I think we can reach Singaporean voters. And I think Singaporean voters ought to be given that choice, an informed choice of what is available to them from a range of concerned, committed Singaporeans, not just in the ruling party, but outside as well.
One last question from Alex Au.
Alex Au, Yong Brad. Very quick questions and quick answers for you. For Dr. Ang, do you think that yourself and Mr. Tan have left it too late? Surely, winning name recognition, winning the trust of the voters, especially in a GRC, requires a lengthy period of going to the ground, getting to know people, letting people get to know you. This seems to be like less than a week before nomination day. do you think that this has been a misjudgment to be standing up only now? For Mr. Tan, quick question. You said that you were approached by the National Solidarity Party, NSP, to stand in Tampines, but of course the NSP is not only standing in Tampines. You seem to have considered that, but rejected it on the basis that Mr. Mao Tan is the incumbent in Tampines. The question for you then is, if you have considered NSP or any other party, how much do you believe in the credo of the SDP in terms of its stand on civil liberties and its principles, right? Or are you just choosing a party on the basis of which constituency they happen to be active in?
Okay.
What did Dr. Ang
Okay.
go ahead first then?
Why such a short notice before we get involved? I think this is a sad state of politics in Singapore. Sad state of opposition politics in Singapore. Because to get involved is so difficult. There are many things to consider. What I hope the first world politics is that you get involved in opposition politics is as easy as getting involved in PAP politics. That is what we must have. And I see this as a first wave. This is the first wave, paving for more young waves to come. And in 5 years' time, I hope there will be more such talented people coming forward. So I take this move to create this first wave, to join the first wave, to make way for the rest. 7 days, yes, but I think there's a symbolic meaning here. It's not about number of days. The symbolic meaning that talented people are willing to come forward. People who have everything to lose, willing to come forward. And let me tell you this, it has nothing to do with pay and money. They keep telling you we need money to attract talent to be ministers. I think people come in because they want to serve. People are passionate. You heard Mr. Saras Sivan say, I love politics. You saw over Channel News Asia, Mr. Chiam Si Tong giving an interview. Let me quote verbatim. Politics is in my blood. When I go campaigning at my age, he's certified fit by his doctor. When I go campaigning, the adrenaline rush is there at my age. That is politics. The politics in your blood and the passion in you. Unfortunately, PAP has commercialized politics in Singapore. The word is commercialized. Make it business-like. Make it business-like. I mean, give you money and then you come. What kind of politicians are we having? There's no passion in what they are doing. So this way will show to them the passion in us. Not about the money. In fact, it's about sacrifice and commitment.
Coming after Dr. An is always an anti-climax.
But it creates laughter.
Forget what I'm going to say. What's the question?
Do you believe in the credo of the Singapore Democratic Party, particularly its pillars of civil liberties?
In other words, you choose GRC or you choose party. I think you choose both. Answer for you.
Oh, yeah. I remember what you said. I choose SDP because of the constituency.
Yes.
Because I don't want to fight in Tampines. Okay, I understand. I understand where you're coming from. Actually, NSP offered me more than just Tampines. They also offered me Marine Parade. I said Marine Parade, even worse, isn't it? So I said, he said, no, you already no more working for 21 years already. What's the problem? I said, well, it will detract from the Asian tradition of showing respect, of being respectful to your boss, your former boss. Oh, say, yeah, you must always put national interest first. I admire Mr. Goh Meng Seng for his passion for national interest. So, but there are also other things involved as well. As I told you, we can achieve national interest in other ways, in less, in other ways, in less in ways that will not cause discomfort. I believe in the SDP credo, human rights. I think that's basic. As a student of politics, the values of the French Revolution, liberty, equality, and fraternity. These are three basic qualities. Why people over the centuries fight for. You look through history, it's not just in Asia where there is violence, bloody revolution. You go back English history, French history, battles have been fought on the streets. So there have been cries, starting with first French Revolution, 1789. Liberty, equality, and fraternity. Liberty is the first thing. Man wants to be free. So human rights are basic rights too. That is why I believe in the credo. You cannot subsume or these rights. You cannot compromise these rights just because you want economic growth. What's the purpose of economic growth when there is no freedom or no liberty? So yeah, I choose a party for more than a lot of parties actually they have got quite good manifestos on paper. Quite almost if you want to choose on the basis of manifesto on credo alone, it will be quite difficult. Although there are certain subtle differences in economic policy, but most of them are the same. Even the PAP manifesto is also motherhood statements. So when I remember a reporter asked me the values, hey, that sounds like PAP, yeah? I say, yeah, they're all the same. Maybe one of the reporters is here, I don't know, one of the Chinese press. He said, that sounds like the values of PAP also. So yeah, almost the same in party. So you look for people, organization, and their emphasis and their capabilities.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.